Mountain avens, eight-petaled dryas. This plant is found in Arctic and alpine tundra. The dryas species have adapted to the lack of nitrogen in their environment by developing root nodules that store this element, capturing it from the atmosphere. Arctic forget-me-not. This plant occurs on dry mountain slopes and on sandy tundra soil. Ground cone. This unusual plant has no green foliage. It is unable to manufacture its own food by photosynthesis. It therefore parasitizes the roots of woody plants such as spruce and alder. Alaska Bocchinia, bear flower. This plant grows only in unglaciated mountains. It may be found in subalpine meadows and thickets, along creek banks and on the edges of snow fields. It smells very strongly when bruised. Other Bocchinia species are temperate forest plants, only found in the southeastern U.S. and parts of Asia. During the late Tertiary period, Alaska was a temperate forest. As the climate cooled, Bocchinia species migrated south, while the Alaska species adapted to life in the Arctic. Dwarf fireweed. Large natural beds of this plant often occur in river bars and to 6,000 feet in the mountains, making a blaze of color in July and August. Arctic lupine. This plant occurs in moist tundra and on grassy alpine slopes. Bluebell. This is a plant of wet meadows and clearings, shady areas and stream banks, occasionally ascending to above timberline. Large-leaved avens. This plant occurs in damp thickets, meadows, and open woodlands. Tufted sassafras. This plant inhabits stony slopes, gravelly places, and tundra meadows. Thorough-wax. This plant is found on gravelly or sandy places, on river banks, and on talus slopes. Northern monkshood. This plant is quite common in moist subalpine meadows and thickets. All parts of the plant are extremely poisonous, especially the seeds and the roots. Harebell. This plant's range is circumpolar. McCoon's poppy. This small, delicate, tufty plant is quite rare and may be found in sandy or gravelly soil in mountains. Alaska Spring Beauty. This delicate plant often appears to be a group of plants, but is actually a single plant connected by runners. It flowers May through August and can be found in moist tundra, wet rocky alpine slopes, and meadows. The flowers that have gone to seed in the foreground are the Drummond's mountain avens. Dense, low, and extensive mats of this plant may be found covering gravel bars and rivers, lake shores, and scree slopes. The yellow flower in the background is Lessing's arnica. The single heads of the Lessing's arnica are always nodding, which is a distinctive recognition feature of this species.